Alright, you ready for Genesis chapter 46? I feel like I want to read the whole thing, so this will take whatever it takes. But if you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, and you're looking for truth, you might want to stay here and just listen to the Bible for a second. As always, it's up to you. Alright. Oh, I gotta put in some bookmarks, so I just highlight it, go there, hit that, because it didn't come with any bookmarks to get to stuff later. So I like to add to at least the chapter markers as we go. Do Control S, save that file. And let's do that for the King James Version. Nice to have some bookmarks. That way you can get around easier the next time. There we go. Okay. Thanks for waiting. Here we go. Chapter 46. Verse 1. Tyndale. And Israel yede forth with all things that he had, and he came to the pit of Uth. And when sacrifices were slain there to God of his father Isaac. King James 46, verse 1. And Israel took his journey with all that he had, and came to Beersheba, and offered sacrifices unto the God of his father Isaac. Verse 2. He heard God by a vision in that night, calling to him, calling to him, and saying to him, Jacob, Jacob, to whom he answered, Lo, I am present. King James, chapter 46, verse 2. And God spake unto Israel in the visions of the night. I wonder if they ever said Israel. In the visions of the night, and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, Here am I. Tyndale 46, verse 3. God said to him, I am the strongest God of thy father. Not thy dread. Go down into Egypt, for I shall make thee there into a great folk. King James. And he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation. 46:4 Tyndale. I shall go down thither with thee. I shall bring thee turning again for thence, and Joseph shall set his hand on thine eye. King James. I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again, and Joseph shall put his hand on thine eyes. 5. Jacob rose for the pit of the earth, and sons took him, and with their children and wives, and the wains which Pharaoh had sent to bear the old man. 5. King James. And Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob their father, and their little ones, and their wives, in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. And all things which he willed in the land of Canaan, and he came into Egypt with his seed. And they took their cattle, their goods which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seed with him, his sons and her sons and daughters, and all the generations together. His sons and his sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his seed brought he with him into Egypt. For so these been the names of sons of Israel that entered into Egypt, he with his children, his first gendered Reuben. With his 4 children, the first gendered Reuben. And these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt, Jacob and his sons. Reuben, Jacob's firstborn. So not his 4 children, his children. The sons of Reuben, Enoch, and Phalu, and Esrom, and Carmi. The names are going to be different in King James a lot, I've noticed. Let's see how close. And the sons of Reuben, Hanok, and Phalu, and Hezron, and Carmi. You know, Enoch and Hanok, you know, it's close. The sons of Simeon, Jemuel, and Jamin, and Ahath, and Jechin, and Sab, and Saber, and Saul, the son of a woman of Canaan. The sons of Simeon, Jemuel, Jaman, and Ohad, and Jachin, and Zohar, and Shaul, and the son of Canaan, Tish, woman. The sons of Leo, Gerson, Kath, and Merari. And the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Judah, her and Omam, and Selah, and Phares, and Zara, for Sohoreth. Anum died in the land of Canaan, and the sons of Phares were born, Esrom and Amul. And the sons of Judah, Er, and Onan, and Shelah, and Phares, and Zara, but Er and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Phares were Hezron and Hamul. The sons of Issachar, Thola, Phua, Jobab, and Semram. And the sons of Issachar, Tola, Phuva, and Job, and Shimram. The sons of Zabulon, Sarad, Thelam, and Jael. And the sons of Zebulun, Sered, Elon, and Jalil. These been the sons of Leah, which child in Mesopotamia of Syria, with Dinah her daughter, all the souls of his sons and daughters there, and 30. And these be the sons of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob Padanaram, with his daughter Dinah, all the souls of his sons and his daughters were 30 and 3. 33 is a big number for the Illuminati, apparently. Freemasons and all these secret society people, so generally seems like they're always corrupting, coercing, and coverting, and co-opting, and doing their evil deeds by mimicking the Word of God and Christ and copying His way and trying to pervert it for their own. So it doesn't surprise me when I see things that relate to them, but it just means they try and attach themselves to good things and undermine them, at least how I see it. The sons of Gad, Sephian, and Agi, Suni, and Hezabon, Hari, and Arodi, and Areli. And the sons of Gad, Sephian, and Hagi, Shuni, and Esbon, Eri, Arodi, and Areli. The sons of Aser, Jane, and Jesua, and Jezui, and Beria, and Sarah, and the sister of him. The sons of Beria, Heber, and Melchiel. Michael, maybe. Close. Related to Michael, maybe. And the sons of Asher, Jimnah, and Ishua, and Iswi, and Beria, and Sarah, their sister. And the sons of Beria, Heber, and Malchiel. Alright, these were the sons of Zelpha, whom Laban yeft to Leah his daughter, and Jacob gendered these 16 persons. These are the sons of Zilpah, whom Laban gave to Leah and his daughter, and these bare unto Jacob even 16 souls. The sons of Rachel, wife of Jacob, were Joseph and Benjamin. The sons of Rachel, Jacob's wife, Joseph and Benjamin. And sons were born to Joseph in the land of Egypt, Manasseh and Ephraim, which Asenath, daughter of Potiphar, priest of Heliopolis, childed to him. And unto Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, and Asenath, the daughter of Potiphar, the priest of On bare unto him. Priest of On bare unto him. Yeah. These sons of Benjamin were Bela, Bakar, Asbel, Gera, Naam, and Jekid, Ross, and Muphim, and Ophim, and Ared. Sorry, they always have these long lists of names. I remember reading the Bible the last time and thinking, wow, I mean, that's a lot of names. I can't pretend I'm going to picture each one of them in my head. I know nothing about them, so it's a bunch of names, and anybody else that is more interested in that than me might read that. You know, I gotta skip over those parts for all our sakes, maybe a little bit. These are the sons of Rachel, which were born to Jacob. All the souls were 14. And the sons of Dan, Hushim. I mean, I'm sure people that understand the depth of history and have family that go back and know these things, these names mean something to somebody, but it's not to discount them. But to me, it doesn't add to the story to see a list of names after a certain point that somebody had somebody had somebody had somebody, wives, souls of 76, and Joseph born, and more, and people, and that's what he said, God said was going to happen. They're going to prosper and multiply. But I'm going to skip through that till we get to the next part of a message relating to that happening. All the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins, beside Jacob's sons' wives, all the souls were 66, so 326. And the sons of Joseph were born in him into Egypt were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came into Egypt, were 10. So a lot of people. So Jacob sent Judas before him to Joseph, that he should tell him, and he should come into Gesen. This is chapter 46, verse 28. And he said to Judah, and he sent Judah before him unto Joseph. We got to go to the top. Direct his face unto Goshen, and they came into the land of Goshen. Sorry, I had to burp. And when Jacob had come thither, Joseph stood in his chair to meet his father at the same place, and he said to Jacob, and fell on his neck, and wept twixt callings. King James, chapter 46, verse 29, Genesis. And Joseph made ready his chariot, and went up to meet Israel his father to Goshen, and presented himself unto him, and fell on his neck, and wept on his neck a good while. Now let's remember, Joseph is meeting his father, and he'd been sold into slavery as a child by his brothers, and they have not seen each other in a long time. And the father said to Joseph, Now I shall die joyful, for I saw thy face, and I see thee living. And Israel said unto Joseph, Now let me die, since I have seen thy face, because thou art yet alive. And Joseph spake to his brethren and to all the house of his father, I shall tell to Pharaoh, and I shall say to him, My brother and the house of my father that were in the land of Canaan been come to me. King James, verse 31. And Joseph said unto his brethren and unto his father's house, I will go up and shew Pharaoh, and say unto him, My brethren and my father's house, which were in the land of Canaan, are come unto me, and thy been many keepers of sheep, and have bison of flocks, business of flocks, and thy brethren with him her sheep and great beasts, and all things which they might have. King James 32. And the men are shepherds, for the trade hath been to feed cattle, and they have brought their flocks, and their herds, and all that they have. 33. And when Pharaoh shall call you, and shall say, What is your work? You shall answer, We've been the servants, men, the shepherds, for our child till our present time, both we and our fathers, so that you shall say these things, that you may dwell in the land of Gesen, for Egyptians will all keepers of sheep. Will let in all keep. I think that means will let in all keepers of sheep. Will let in. All right, let's do the King James. 33. And it shall say, come to pass when Pharaoh shall call you, and shall say, what is your occupation? Thee ye shall say, thy servant's trade hath been about cattle from our youth even until now, both we and also our fathers, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen. And for every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians. What? That doesn't make sense. And then the 34 here, the last 33 doesn't even, that's interesting. There's a double interesting here. Look at this. Originally published in English, it ends on verse 33. There is no verse 34. And it's a long verse. And at the end, ye shall see these things that may dwell in the land of Goshen. For Egyptians will laten, well, maybe will laten means you're an abomination. But how can you dwell in the land of Goshen if they're letting you in? We'll let in all keepers of sheep. Well, I mean, the whole verse is about them being welcomed and let in, right? And then here it says they're an abomination. That puzzles me. Maybe I'm confused. I'll leave it at that. And for right now, we'll finish this video. I'll see you next time if we're lucky. Hope to see you though. Bye.